Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Baltimore Orioles going up against the New York Mets. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Siggy here at Citi Field, of course, known as a pitcher's park, but this ballpark's gotten a little smaller over the years as they've changed the dimensions.
It's a different ballpark. It plays differently, and these hitters are really feeding off of it. You give the pitcher a nice little lead, and we see those guys getting comfortable and leading the team to victory.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Starting on the mound in this one, David Peterson. What do you have on him?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Ready to go? Taylor Ward now at the plate.
Left fielder, number 3, Taylor Ward.
And there's the strike. We are underway.
First pitch, 4 o'clock.
Ball. In the air to left center. Soto moving under this one. And there's one away. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Here's Pete Alonso. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right.
Oh, one.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Alonso not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. So the call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. 2 down, nobody on. That one finds the corner. 1 and 2. On the ground to third. Foul. And it goes just foul. The 1-2. High fly ball down the left field line. That one carrying. Going. Gone.
Get out of here, ball.
A solo shot. And the Orioles
Pete,
jump out in front.
hitting a homer against his former team. Let's go, baby. What a payback.
In your first at bat to give your team the lead. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So 2 down, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Adley Rutschman. That's ripped. Base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. Now a pop-up on the infield. And that is that. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0.
I've been working 24/7. They ain't give me nothing easy, so I had to go and get it. I'm a legend. They gon' try to act like we ain't had it. They can't over.
Back here in Queens, And getting the start for Baltimore, Chris Bassett. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. The 1-0. Hey! Lindor was born in Puerto Rico, but actually played his high school ball in Florida. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a ball and 2 strikes. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And that one is lifted in the air. Beavers under it. And there's one down. Here's a Mets lineup now. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
It's in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Around first and hustling for second. The relay not going to get him. He's in there.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Alonso steps on the bag, 2 away. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Fouled off. He was late. The 0-2. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Got him. That's the inning. Mets strand 1. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Top of the second. Now here's the Orioles DH, Ryan Mountcastle.
Nope, outside.
Hey!
Boog, our man Darryl Parker, DP, at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
That's a ball.
Yeah, he's one of those umpires that I have to see make his call on a borderline pitch before I start making my call. Like you said, it's not always predictable, but it's pretty fair for the most part. 1 away.
Batting 7th, right fielder Dylan Beavers.
And next for the Orioles, Dylan Beavers. Well struck right field. That's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Second baseman Blaze Alexander.
Blaze Alexander, the next to hit for the Orioles. Line drive. And that'll do it. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. We head to the bottom of the second, and stepping in for New York, Marcus Semien. In the air, right field. Beavers gets under it, and there's one down. And next is the designated hitter, Brett Beatty. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Inside, ball one.
To the right side. Toss to Alonso. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Francisco Alvarez digs in now. Fought off foul. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball there. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Struck him out without a swing. That was pretty nasty. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. New inning getting started, and into the box for Baltimore, Kobe Mayo. That misses. Ball 1. Mayo measures 6 feet 4 inches, 230 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2020. 2-0. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. 1 down. So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Taylor Ward will hit next. And that one hammered. Carrying well. And it is gone. He'll touch them all. And they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Ball one.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Out to center. Robert settles underneath it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Orioles, catcher Adley Rutschman.
Here's Adley Rutschman. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. And that's a base hit. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Up next for the Orioles, center fielder Colton
So
Cowser.
2 outs with runners on the corners. Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a bouncer. Throws to first in time. They limit the damage here. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And it's 2-0.
Honey with you ain't nobody realer. 7-figure father figure laughing to the bank like laughing to the bank like.
Back here at Citi Field, set for the bottom of the 3rd, Luis Robert Jr. up now for the Mets.
Hey.
Robert, the native of Cuba, signed with the White Sox in May of 2017. And a swing and a miss. That K is his third of the game.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
To third.
That
and
ball's
that's
foul.
a foul ball. Here's your 1. And that one fouled off. Sets him down looking. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Fouled off left side. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Popped up. Henderson settles under it. And that's the inning. Nothing doing for the Mets. They trail things here 2-0. As we go to the top of the 4th, here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Ryan Mountcastle. Makes the catch, 1 down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Next to hit, Dylan Beavers. This to third, Bichette. Whips it to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Up next for the Orioles, second baseman Blaze Alexander.
2 down, bases empty. Blaze Alexander, the next to hit for the Orioles. Out to short. Tosses to first. And they go down fast. 3 outs on 3 pitches. Orioles held in check there as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here in Queens and stepping in for New York, Juan Soto. Strike on the inside corner.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Drilled out towards left center field. Going back on this one. And it's caught just in front of the wall.
Thought that was a no-doubter. Like the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Pretty close, but it was a ball. So that removes their last challenge. 1-1 now. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman Jorge.
So up next for New York, Jorge Polanco. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. Gone. That one made it to the upper tank. A massive home run. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Here is Marcus Semien. This one in the air right field, and it stays fair. And the tying run is on base. So now here's the Mets DH, Brett Beatty. Late swing, foul to the left. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Good eye
Nope.
in that spot. Pitch
Ball.
misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough.
Ah, that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. We go to the top of the 5th and into the box for Baltimore, Kobe Mayo.
You know, these Orioles doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
So now back to the top of the order.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So back to the top of the order. Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Ball, that's out.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To second, that's 1. And 2. What a play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Now here is Gunnar Henderson. 1 for 2.
Hey!
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Soto settles underneath it, and that's the 3rd out. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Orioles 2 and the Mets 1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. That's out to center field. And there's 1 away. So here's Robert now.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Hey!
The Mets trailing by a run. Last half of inning number 5. Next pitch
Outside,
is
that's a ball.
outside. And that drops in for a strike. Got him swinging for the K. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Taylor wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges.
Hey!
On the ground out to short. Henderson tosses to first, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. They're down 2-1. Back here at Citi Field. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one.
Baby was with it in mid-sentence. I feel it. Hustling, no bad. I did it. It's just the beginning. I ain't even close to finish. I got money on the other line. I got to get the call. If you ain't gonna make me better, I don't even get involved. Couple on the close. That's in vogue. Getting Douglas with my dogs till it's through the walls. I done drove everything. Fiskars to Nissans. Don't do arguing. I just throw the peace signs. Meditating for some me time. Headed back into the city. I'm on the east side. Real for real. You think I'm in
Pete Alonso,
Leading
the
off
next to
for
hit.
Baltimore, first baseman Pete Alonso.
First offering, foul tip, and oh man, that rang off his mask. You could hear it from up here. Strike two.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
That misses the zone, and the count 1-2. Now one missed. That pitch just misses the inside corner. Ball 3.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
This one belted deep left field, on its way.
Pete did it again, baby. Let's go, Polar Bear.
Homer, his second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 3-1.
It's no surprise this guy has won the home run derby multiple times. He was born to hit them. Well, we don't typically expect players to hit multiple home runs in the same game, but we're not talking about just anyone here. Absolutely locked in and continues to cash in with these swings.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. David Peterson done for the day, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break.
Now pitching.
Ryan Hudson takes over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Adley Rutschman now at the plate. And a foul ball.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
On the ground to third. Sends it across to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Up next for the Orioles, center fielder Colton Cowser.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. On the ground, right side. Now 2 away.
Up next for the Orioles, the designated
2
hitter,
outs, base is
Ryan
empty.
Mountcastle.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Action in the Mets bullpen. Huascar Brazoban, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Garcia warming up as well. And that is that. Solo homer brings in 1 for Baltimore. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Back here in Queens, here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, these Mets just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next,
Here's
for
Juan
the
Soto.
Mets, left fielder Juan Soto.
Hey!
Mayo to second. There's one. Over to Alonso. Double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Third baseman, Bo Bichette.
Base is empty after the double play. Bo Bichette digs in now. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1. Bichette, 28 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2016. Out towards right center field. Beavers on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that ends the inning. Mets go down quickly. Score holds. It's 3-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Oscar Brazoban.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. That's down. One hops off the wall. And it's a leadoff double to start the 7th.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Blaze Alexander, the next to hit for the Orioles. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Beavers around third. He'll score, and they take a 3-run lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Laser to the gap, should score the run. Coming home. The run comes in to score from second. The relay throw, but he's in there easily.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Oscar Brazoban is done, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Tobias Myers on to pitch here.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Stepping in, Taylor Ward. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
That one is absolutely belted. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and the lead is up to 5.
Well done, drives in the run. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
So man aboard. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Gunnar Henderson, 1 for 3. Swing and a ball popped up. 1 away. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
There's a strike. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. And gone.
Bro, the Mets ain't gonna learn. They should have just pitched around them.
They boost their lead. It's 8-1.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
1 down. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Swing and a ball line to center. And he'll play it on a bounce. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for the Orioles, center
Colton
fielder,
Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 3 in this one. Double play ball to second. Lindor, that's one. Double play.
He's out.
And that'll do it for the inning. But they blow this one open with a big 5-run inning. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Orioles 8 and the Mets 1. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, Dan. I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious.
No, that's
We've got
foul.
some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
Toss to Alonso, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Up next for the Mets,
Now it's Marcus Semien.
baseman, Marcus Semien.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
Ball, that's outside.
The Orioles up big in this one. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Way out front for strike 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
That's a ball.
In the air, right field. Beavers under it. That is the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. 8th inning coming up. It's the Orioles 8 and the Mets 1. Back here at Citi Field, the spray chart shows us an impressive power display from this lineup. 4 homers so far.
Yeah, and as you can see, Boog, they've been giving out some souvenirs for the fans in the left field bleachers. The pitching on the other side doesn't adjust. There might be more on the way.
This one in the air. Alvarez under it. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Orioles,
Now at the plate,
right
Dylan
fielder,
Beavers. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And that is foul. Oh, 1 down. And that one moves his feet. Back to the mound. He's got it. Handles, throws to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Blaze Alexander. Off the mark there, and that's ball 1. Here's a chopper to short. Lindor sends it to first. And that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. And it remains an 8-1 game.
Now pitching for
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Kyle Bradish. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Alvarez leading things off and takes a strike. There's a swing and a drive. Ward ranging back.
No, foul ball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
Here's the 0-2. And that's downstairs and outside. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
2 down, nobody on. Sliced hard but foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. Nothing doing for the Mets. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Back here in Queens, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Mayo, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. Gone. A solo shot. And they add to their lead. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Tobias Myers will depart. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Luis Garcia.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Garcia, 39 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That's a ball, went with the sweeper. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Now the number 2 hitter, Gunnar Henderson. That one ripped right center field. Going back. And caught on the warning track.
Up next for the Orioles, first baseman Pete Alonso.
And now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance, at least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
Ground ball, left side. Zips it across, and that is that. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. And they're starting to run away. It's now 9-1. All set for the bottom of the 9th. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor. And foul ball. The 0-1. And a foul ball. The 0-2. make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Third baseman.
So last chance for the Mets. Bo Bichette up now for the Mets. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Radish is just 1 strike away.
Oh, that's low.
That one misses, and the count's even at 2. Stays alive. 2-2 now. Breaking ball misses down and away. Good job to fight that one off. Payoff pitch. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. 2 outs, runner at first. Jorge Polanco getting ready to hit. That clips the corner. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Next offering is fouled back. The Orioles up big in this one. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Polanco hanging in there.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one back there, and that is a foul ball. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That one carrying, and forget it. Jorge Polanco goes deep. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they cut into the deficit.
A fastball might be the most satisfying pitch to hit a home run, and he did it with the pitch outside the zone. Impressive.
Up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Brett Beatty, the next to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first, and what a play. Ball game.
When you hit 5 balls out of the yard, you expect to win. Some teams live and die by the long ball. Today, these 5 homers, it really led them to victory.
9-3 your final here in this one as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
La pelúa, el que no baile que lo despelucan. No me cuquen, lean los números pa' que se eduquen. Yo no hago canciones, hago himnos pa' que no caduquen. En este género yo fui un Hadouken. Ey, y se extinguieron como los dinosaurs. Antes que me apague, se apaga el sol. Subimos y rompimos el ascensor. El prepa que les tiro Barbasol. Conejo, ahora los miro de arriba y de lejos. Ey, no contesto DM, no. Hablen con mi manejo, pero yo soy Coco, usted de Baking. Busca el T tirándome un breaking, estoy en mi pick. Y voy a seguir en mi pick.